putting it on Do Not Disturb. These fucking solicitors, this should be fucking illegal that the phone, it rings constantly with people trying to sell you a fucking loan. I don't want a loan. I didn't apply for a loan. What the hell? Gets me fucking annoyed. I'm silencing these notifications from... Oh, damn. Oh, boy. How do I do this? Silence notifications from... Allow calls from silenced people. No, I don't want anybody. Shit. I don't know if that's going to work. All right, I don't know what to do about these phone calls. But every time the phone rings, it cuts out. I don't know what to do about it. But like the do not disturb is not going to help. It only wants me to silence people that are on my contact list. Why don't I see the chat on this one? Hold on. I should answer the phone next time and just fucking ream these people out. Because I'm fucking exhausted with the phone ringing constantly. But you know what? They call from so many different lines. They just keep calling. I've blocked a whole bunch of them. I've had enough. I've fucking had enough. Do you remember years ago there was a website that you could go to put your phone number on so that they couldn't call you? I'm going to see if that's still around. Summons, do you see me getting a new car, and if so, when? You could get one within like maybe the next 4 weeks. Cinnamon, when do you see me getting a job? Could be quick, like maybe sometime later this month. One could come in fast. Lucky General. A disappointment or a heartache is healing and you're moving past it. Success is coming in and happiness around work, school, or business. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. Your luck changes for the better. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. May hear from somebody hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Negativity and disappointments and heartache and bullshit is healing and moving into the past. That's good. That's good. Vicky, general for tomorrow. No longer holding yourself back. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may receive good news tomorrow. You may be feeling like things are functioning better tomorrow. Personal relationships are functioning better, and overall the day is pleasant. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Air sign is around Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Oh, shit. Oh, the site is down. Damn. Damn. I just can't have this fucking... I mean, it's ridiculous. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that's having issues with this. I got to ask my dad how he's... how he has those calls blocked on his phone. I think they did it for him. See, he's got Verizon. I don't know if that's different. It shouldn't be different, though. It's iPhone. I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, how many times a day are you going to call me? If I wanted a loan, I would reach out. And I did. I called back one, and it was nothing. It's like the phone just beeped and disconnected me. Martisha, love. When it comes to love, explore your options. Anything that you feel may be stagnant or out of balance will need to move into the past. Like anything stuck or stagnant, it's not moving forward. Leave it in the past, and then life can move forward towards greener pastures. A new journey may begin. Exploring your options could lead to success, bringing cause for celebration and a committed relationship. You have a couple of people here. You have a Leo. You have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You have romance that can heat up with a Capricorn. New beginnings could lead you to success around love, and you're ready for it. You're ready for life to move forward, and through perseverance, you may find that your love life is moving forward before the end of this year. And then money. Money. When it comes to money, paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan could make you feel relief. With growth, change, and transformation and good news coming in around work, school, or business, you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and more money is coming in between now and the end of the year. There's a little bit of relief coming in around finances between now and the end of this year. Stargate, will my 401k payment clear this week? Yes, I think it will. I think it will. Nisha, general for career. General for career. Well, perseverance around your career is going to push things forward. Negativity moves into the past. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Even if you're feeling like it's slow and steady wins the race, life is moving forward and more money is coming in, which will ease anxiety and release the weight of the world from your shoulders and put negativity into the past. You should see things picking up for you. Alan, career. Exploring your options around career could lead you to success. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that push things forward. If you're feeling undecided, it's okay not to make any decisions until you're ready, but you do have career moving forward with new opportunities that may make you feel like life has come into balance or that you're seeing good karma. You got more money coming in between now and the end of the year, or maybe advancement may be between now and the end of January, like it may be over the course of the next couple of months. The perseverance and hard work that you put in doesn't go unnoticed. Emin, who Ahmed is going to choose? I assume it's between me, Sarah, and Mohammed. Okay, let's see. Check if there's another option involved. Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm surprised that you know who's choosing who. You know what I mean? Like, I would think that they would keep that to themselves because it's kind of like you don't want to offend coworkers, you know? Um, the first person that comes up the strongest would be Mohammed. Mohammed comes up the strongest, then you, and last, Sarah. I'm not convinced there's another person involved at this point. Ruchi, next in love. Well, anxiety eases and life moves forward. You're no longer holding yourself back, and perseverance pays off around love. Water is coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You do have a long-term commitment here possible. If you're undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Slow and steady wins the race, but leads you to a new journey. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. You could have a love offer come in from Sagittarius. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Not bad. Not bad. Cosmic General work at GS this week. General for work this week looks good. Growth, change, and transformation leads to success. Feeling grounded and stable. You're no longer holding yourself back. There's happiness around work. It looks pretty good. Maggie, work for the next 3 days. Work for the next 3 days. Work looks okay. You may receive some good news. Feeling grounded and stable, life begins to move forward with growth, change, and transformation and success. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward with new opportunities. Pretty good. If I put it on airplane mode, then I don't have internet access. Yeah, then I'm not going to be able to use the Wi-Fi. Vicky. That's so funny. Kalavi, love. You have a wish that comes true around love, and you're clear about your wants and needs. Don't settle for less than you want or deserve. You've got choices and options coming in. Listen to your intuition. You have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and then you have a Scorpio and a Sagittarius around. Being clear about your wants and needs can help things move forward successfully. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Slow and steady wins the race, but life should be moving forward pretty well. Mega, love. When it comes to love, life moves forward towards greener pastures when you cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. If you feel like something has been disappointing or heartbreaking, leave it in the past, and then things could change for you for the better. Quickly bringing in a long-term committed relationship, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Alan, what's the management team's plans for me for the future? Well, they may have choices and options for you that bring in growth, change, and transformation and happiness around career. So there's probably promotions coming down the line. You have the world at your feet. Your career is strengthening and more money is coming in. So I don't know exactly what you do or how it's going to happen, but They may feel like you have the potential to move up the line. You know, sometimes it's like they may have to go in order or seniority or whatever, but it looks like you're moving up the line. Davy, general for the next 3 weeks. Life comes back into balance. If you feel like everything's been upside down, that energy should shift. Working on a new creative project or creative hobby is possible. Cause for celebration comes in around Empress, bringing in love and money or more of it. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Amen. This week with O. This week with O. Exploring your options, exploring your options around the situation could be helpful. So you may be discussing like different things or different things getting together or different things that you may be wanting to do, but also discussing your wants and needs around the situation through communication could be helpful because things look a little slow. Slow and steady wins the race, but things may be a little bit out of balance. Yeah, you got the Hangman here. So things could be a little slow. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation and discussing different things. I would suggest if you want to get together with this person, if you don't already have plans, come up with an idea and invite them. Because otherwise things are looking a little slow. Emin, is it better to stay with W or move to Team M? I think both look good. If I had to choose one over the other, I would say stay where you are. It looks a little bit better. I don't know if it's that you have more opportunity there, or yeah, I would stay where you are. Emin, would A prefer M over me? Why would A prefer M? It may have something to do with experience. It may have something to do with experience or feeling like this person is grounded and stable. They either have been here before or they've been in this situation before, or they have more experience or knowledge. They're a team player. They're grounded and stable. They also may feel, I don't know how well they know this person, but they may feel like they may work well with them. E, what don't I see coming this week? You've got the world at your feet, and perseverance around work, school, or business could be bringing in a wish comes true. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You may have choices and options around social activity. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Not bad. Not bad. Sha, love reading. Sha, love reading. Disconnect from anything that's been negative. So anything that's negative or you're feeling bad about, anything that's out of balance, anything that where you feel like you're putting in all the effort, but you're not getting back what you're putting in. Stop overthinking and let go of what's not working, and your love life could move forward. Laying down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. You may have a water sign around, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. New beginnings on the horizon that lead to success, but you might need to disconnect from something. Something could be keeping you stagnant. Emily, near future for Jane and me. Well, with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and life could be moving successfully. You got communication coming in. You could be spending time together. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation would be helpful. Slow and steady wins the race. Communication looks like it's either coming in or picking up. Alan, for the rest of the year. You got anxiety easing and moving into the past, and choices and options coming in around social activity. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Maybe thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Keep in mind, it could also be on the job training. Feeling a little bit more financially secure. You may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Could be spending time with a Leo or a Taurus. A disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past, and your hard work around work, school, or business could make a wish come true. Liz, general for today. Liz, general for today. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business and can lead you to a place where you're feeling relief. Areas of your life that have been slow or stagnant should now start to move forward. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news that, yeah, life could change for you for the better quickly today around having good news come in. You may have money coming in or news of money coming in as well. Purely precious, Roger's current feelings and next actions towards me. May find you to be somebody who is loyal, successful, down to earth, compassionate, kind, and somebody who he's got respect for. I don't see a whole lot of action here. Things look slow. If you want to see something change, my suggestion would be to reach out to him rather than wait. Kimon, which day is best to buy cash pot this week? I would say Friday. Yeah, they're scams. I know they're scams. And it should be illegal to fucking call people constantly. Constantly. I don't give my number out. I don't know how the hell they could have gotten it. Okay, there is a national do not call list. Ridiculousness. Oh, there's a phone number. I'll call it later. See if I get anywhere. Miku for the next 24. You've got a wish that comes true. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and your life gets unstuck. That's pretty good. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on, and success comes in around work, school, or business. Maybe feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and you could have some money coming in. Pretty good, pretty good. JJ, how will be my first week at the new job? I mean, it looks pretty good. It's a little slow and steady wins the race, but that's fine. There's room for growth, change, and transformation, happiness around teamwork coming in, life moving forward towards greener pastures. It looks good. D for today. D for today. You've got success coming in around work, school, or business. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Maybe feeling a little bit more financially secure. Could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life moves on. Pretty good. XXG, whatever I need to know. Cause for celebration comes in around having choices and options around social activity. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and slow and steady wins the race. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Listen to your intuition. A disappointment or a heartache is healing, and you have a wish coming true on the horizon. Not bad. Not bad. Lima, communication from Paul. He went silent. No, you're going to hear from him. I'm going to say you're probably going to hear from him before the end of this week. Communication comes in quick. Alan, do they plan on increasing the number of people for this job opening leading into the new year? Like, you mean, are they going to hire more than one person for these positions? There may be choices and options that come in. Yeah, it may not just be one person. Yeah. Yeah, that could be true, if that's what you're asking. There may be more people. Hi, Ivo. Macy, general for the day. Did I answer for Lucinda? I can't remember. I don't think I did. I don't remember. Macy, general for the day. You have some people here. You have a Libra and a Scorpio. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you're clear about your wants and needs. An old wound is healing and moving into the past. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Perseverance pays off, and you may have, like, Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. Not bad. What got happening here? Is there anyone here I have an answer for? Queen City for tomorrow. Queen City for tomorrow. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities that bring in happiness and perseverance around work, school, or business. Maybe bringing in a little more financial security. It should be a pretty good day tomorrow. I didn't answer for Lucinda. Okay. Lucinda is general for the week. General for the week. For the week, you've got growth, change, and transformation coming in around work, school, or business, which may ease anxiety. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, and you're no longer holding yourself back. You might be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. An old wound or a hurt or a heartache is healing and moving into the past. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the week. Michelle, general. Michelle, general. You got success coming in around work, school, or business. An old wound or disappointment is healing and moving into the past. Life is moving forward and you're ready for it. You might be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Areas of your life that have been stagnant should now start to move forward. Lay down the laws, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Not too bad. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Sarah, oh my God, we don't know each other at all. I don't even know his real name or where he's from. He just started following me randomly a month ago, texting since then constantly. Oh my God. You know, it's like I kind of feel sorry for him because it's like people that are so desperate for love. And I've been there. Like, I get it. I get it. Like, wanting to feel connected to somebody, hoping that things are going to move forward, trying, I remember, oh my God, like I this is why I don't judge anybody, because you don't know the things I did in my past. This was such a stupid situation. It was really stupid. So I had a friend who, and let me change everybody's name here. Let's say his name was Ben. Ben and I were good friends. And he dated my friend, Lindsay. Now, they didn't date for very long, and I don't think there was a whole lot of love or anything there. I think it was kind of something stupid, but whatever. After they broke up, Ben confesses to me that no. But after they broke up, Lindsay had a party, and Ben came with one of his friends, his friend Joe. And Joe was kind of hitting on me, and I was into him. I was like, oh, this is cool, finally thinking that somebody was interested in me. So he was like holding my hand, and we were hanging out. We had a really good time. And then after that, I kept calling Ben, wanting him to bring Joe around. So Joe, after that night, seemed to want to have nothing to do with me. Nothing happened physically. It wasn't like a one-night stand or anything like that. And I couldn't understand it because I'm like, oh, I thought he was into me. Anyhow, so Ben takes me to a park and he confesses to me that he's been in love with me and that Joe will never date me because of their friendship. So why did we start this in the first place? You should never have brought him. I never would have met him. Anyway, so now I'm the one that's upset. Turns out that Ben's been gay the whole time. Ben is he's been married for years to a man. So it's like what if me and Joe couldn't have been together and I don't know, whatever. Anyhow, situation's so crazy. So I find out where Joe is working, and he's working in the mall, and I kept going to his job, trying to make something happen. I was so desperate to get back to that place with him. And that nothing even happened. What? He sat next to me, we talked, he held my hand for 5 minutes, nothing happened. But I was so desperate because I really thought, and then he'd passed this comment once in front of me. That was so embarrassing. He said, oh, girls are never into me. And when they are, they either have a boyfriend or they're crazy. Well, I didn't have a boyfriend, so I guess I fell into the crazy. But anyhow, I don't know why that, it came up because of, feeling desperate. Yeah, we were young. I'm going to say, this was early college, maybe I was 18 or 19. But I was so heartbroken because at the moment there wasn't anybody around. I wasn't really looking for anybody or expecting anything to happen. And then this guy shows up, and now all of a sudden, I'm seeing I have a whole future in my head with this guy, which was never going to happen. Anyway, I'm going to tell you that he popped up as one of my you may know this person on Facebook. And I was like, I almost wanted to screenshot it and send it to my friend. But then I'm like, I'm not going to do that because it's really mean. But I was like, oh. Anyways. Holly, why isn't Jacob contacting me? He he will. You have communication coming in out of the blue. He may be feeling a little bit like things are a little out of balance or he needs some time for himself, but you should hear from him sometime this week. There's communication coming in. Comet, Z tells me that if I can't get the apartment I visited, it's because the divine is aligning something better for me. I admit I'm having a hard time trusting her. Is she telling the truth? Well, that's how she feels. Like, that's a belief system. I tend to believe like that too. Like, sometimes you think you want this, but then something better comes along. Like, you don't get this, and then you get that, and that winds up being better for you. So, yeah, I believe that too. And then also, like with the card readings, sometimes like the cards could show, yeah, you're getting the apartment, yeah, you're getting the apartment, and then you don't. But then something better comes along quick and you get that one. So it's kind of like the cards were right and wrong at the same time. So yeah, I feel that way too. I feel that way too. But it's a personal belief. So you might not feel that way, but yeah, yeah. People are so complex. I know. It's so crazy. You stole Ben's potential partner. Oh my God. I mean, it was such a crazy story. I was like, how does this happen? Holly, love for the rest of the year. Love for the rest of the year looks like it could be promising. You've got perseverance. You're not looking back on the past and a new journey begins. Your luck is changing for the better, and the hard work that you put in brings in cause for celebration. You may have some people here too. Exploring your options wouldn't be a bad idea, but it could lead you to a committed relationship. You have Sagittarius, you have Leo, you have Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Laying down the law, setting boundaries could be helpful and also may make your relationship well functioning. Pretty good. Pretty good. Emin, where do you see my career moving between now and spring? Would I be in the same place? Okay, let's see. I don't think you're going to be in the same place. I think your career is going to advance quickly, but out of the blue. So it might be the kind of thing where you don't think anything is happening, and then all of a sudden something moves forward out of the clear blue sky quickly. Yeah, I think there's more money coming in, and you're moving up, so to speak. Maybe you get a promotion or something of that nature between now and then. Life is coming into balance with advancement that brings in more financial stability. Not bad. Pretty good. Pretty good. Mayor Rob, spirit guidance. The world, Archangel Michael, a job well done, contentment, gratitude, a path towards enlightenment. Six of Water, memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. Renewal, Archangel Jeremiel, review and evaluate a favorable assessment of the facts. It's time to move in a new direction. Dakota, general for this week. You've got the world at your feet and life begins to move forward. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you may have a wish that comes true. Could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Not bad. Not bad. Latoya, good morning. Is my son's father, Tay, plan on keeping his distance from me? Well, I don't know that he's necessarily planning on keeping distance from you, but it doesn't look like things are moving forward. It looks like his life is moving in a different direction, or whatever this situation is, he may need distance from it for now. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's pursuing the situation, but I don't know that he's actively thinking that he needs to stay away. He just may not be putting any effort because he's feeling like he's feeling kind of overwhelmed by the situation, or this isn't something that he feels like he should be involved in right now. Comment, when do you see me finally moving? It should be before the end of this year. I get a 9, so it should be within the next 9 weeks. 9 comes up strong around you. So let's see. We got 4 weeks. I'm going to say maybe the end of December. Liz, love for this week. Love for this week looks okay. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to set boundaries. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Life moves forward and you're ready for it. Could be bringing in cause for celebration with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may also be spending time with an Aries. Life may change for you for the better quickly out of the clear blue sky. Don't be afraid to set boundaries if you need. Stacey for 2 readings, one for today and one for tonight. For today, you may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Feeling ambitious could be bringing in more money, and with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest it. You've got happiness coming in around feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Lay down the laws, set boundaries, and career moves forward. And then for tonight, you've got the world at your feet, and you might feel relief around taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Could be spending time with a Virgo. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. You may have choices and options around social activity tonight, and teamwork or cooperation is suggested around whatever it is you decide to do. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, relaxing at home, whatever it is, it would be positive. Overall, it looks like a pretty decent day. Helen, why do I feel something coming my way? Well, you're being guided by the divine towards greener pastures, and you could have some romance heating up. You may have a Sagittarius around. You could have Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You have love coming in. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Could be leading you to success. Maybe planning travel. Disappointments are healing. Money's coming in. Finances are improving. Life's moving forward. So good things are headed your way. Emily for today and tomorrow with Soha, expecting to see him. Things should be okay. You may be feeling a little bit negative about something, or a little bit like things are misaligned, but nothing bad is happening. It's average. If you're expecting to see him and you guys have plans, it's probably going to go along as planned. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and don't be afraid to speak your mind. It should be okay. Sounds like my cousin's child's father still hasn't shown up. Terrible. It's terrible. I'm not making excuses for these guys because it's inexcusable, but I feel like a lot of times these young guys, they're overwhelmed by the situation, and it might not necessarily be something that they wanted. And you know, you can't make this was terrible, but I had a young girl. She was young. She may have been like 17 or 18. That had a baby with this guy, and she really thought that like he was gonna, like, the world was gonna stop for her and the baby, and that doesn't happen. I mean, you're talking about a 17, 18-year-old kid. Their head isn't there, and it's unfortunate, and I keep blaming Disney, but little girls are taught from a very young age to be the Disney princess, and the prince is gonna come. Little boys are not always being conditioned to be that prince. And yeah, it's a bad situation. It's bad. That's why I would tell anybody, please be careful. Please know who you're having a child with. Don't go off on this willy-nilly, getting pregnant and thinking that it's going to change. It's going to make matters worse. And now you have a child that's going to be affected by this. It's hard. It's so hard. I know, and it happens all the time. It's so sad for everyone involved. Because who knows, later on down the line, when the guy grows up, there may be a lot of guilt surrounding it too. Because, you're a different person at 35 than you were at 17. So, anyway. Amsh 06, romance. Well, you're no longer holding yourself back, and you got some love coming in, so that's good. You got choices and options. You may have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries coming in, or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. If there's no one you're hoping to hear from, somebody new may come in out of the clear blue sky when you least expect it. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Not bad. My advice, don't have kids. I just think that there's too much fantasy around it, Yeah. And it's not the fantasy that people think. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. And I'm kind of open-minded as far as like the way families function, like I don't judge, if you're a single mom or you're a single dad or you're whatever your situation is. I don't care if the kids are taken care of. I think that that's the main thing, right? But I do think that there is something missing from a kid that might not be able to contact the dad or have, I know that it's happened in my family where a father maybe, and there was an adult too, like it was somebody who was a grown adult, and then the father didn't want to have anything to do with the kid, and it was sad. It was sad. I don't know what's happened since, but that was a long time ago. I just hate to see kids suffer, Children cannot fix a broken relationship. That is so true. That is so true. And not only that, when people say that, we stayed together for the kids, that is putting such a pressure on those kids that like we have to make the relationship work. It's our responsibility to keep them together. And it's so unfair. It is so unfair. In my opinion, again, is the best thing to do is go your separate ways, but be civil to one another enough to be able to co-parent or at least function in some way. Emin, is the promotion I'm getting in Ahmed's team or somewhere else? And maybe somewhere else. And maybe somewhere else, like over the course of the next 6 months, and maybe someplace else. Sarah, my mom would get so triggered by the idea of not having kids. She would be like, who the hell would take care of you later when you can't function? Like, really, that's a stupid reason. But I kind of understand that too, right? Like, I think it's a personal choice. Listen, most of my friends chose not to have kids. I could probably name off the top of my head right now 10 of my friends that have not had kids for whatever the reason, one reason or another. Some just didn't want any. Some, I know one just told me that she just felt like financially it would have been too much for her and her husband, and her and her husband both grew up feeling like their parents were never around for them because they were always working. So she chose not to have children. I think that's personal, and I think that that's fine. But that was something I thought about too before Avery was born. Not that I want to be her problem. I don't. Oh, I'll tell you a funny story about her. I may have already told you, but I thought about that. I'm like, when I'm old, like there's going to be nobody around. But, things don't always work out the way that you think they're going to work out. And my ex-boyfriend, Tom, his mom had been married. She got married very young and had 4 kids. And then she was divorced and was single for a very long time, and then married Tom's father and had 3 more kids. So I used to always say to Tom, I want to have a lot of kids because I want them to be there for each other. And he was like, Danny, I have four siblings who I hardly know because they're old enough to be his parents. The youngest sister he was close to growing up, but the other ones were old, they were married, there was not much of a connection there. And then his brothers that were his brothers, the two older brothers died. So he's like, I come from a family of seven and I'm basically alone. So he's like, you don't know what's going to happen. And I agreed with him. And then there are people that have a lot of kids and the kids fight. They hate each other. They don't speak. And then you can have a family they got two kids and they're the best of friends. So we don't know what's going to happen. But Avery says I don't know what the anxiety is with her. I don't want to go away to college because I don't want to leave you. Like, you don't have to leave me to go to college. You can go to a local school. I want to always live with you. I said, Avery, when you get married and you have a husband, you're not going to want to live with me. Oh, yes, I am. I said, and what if your husband doesn't want to live with his mother-in-law? She goes, well, then he can go get his own damn house. I said, I'd like to get that in writing. Can I record that? Because I'm going to need to show that to you at a later date. So funny. Holly, general for next week. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but the weight of the world slips off your shoulders and happiness comes in. Life is moving forward. You may have good news around business. Luck is changing for the better. Maybe spending time with a Sagittarius. Lay down the law, set boundaries. A wish comes true. You may be spending time with an Aquarius or Earth towards Capricorn, Virgo. Could be a busy week. Yeah, I think that there is something, with the kids taking care of their parents when they get older, and not having kids around. But that doesn't mean that there won't be anybody around, because sometimes you can have a great relationship with your nieces and nephews, or even a friend's kid. Like my Avery is very close to my friend Rachel. Like if Rachel was in a nursing home somewhere, we would be there. Like we would be going over there and helping or taking care of her. And if I wasn't able to, Avery would, because Avery loves her. So, you don't know the way things are going to work out. You really don't. The one thing that we do know is that we all come into this world alone and we all leave it alone. And what happens in between is, a dumpster fire. Holly, what does Jacob think of me? Good. First of all, there's interest here with the ace. So that's positive. A love interest or romantic interest may find you to be strong, successful, perseverant. Somebody who's kind-hearted and down to earth. Somebody who's attractive. Pretty good. Pretty good. Starfall, what is up with Celine today? She's always talks with me, but not today. She just may be feeling a little down and out. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Maybe feeling down and out, worn out, tired, and a little under the weather. Did she seem a little off? Eminem, love for Taurus. Love for Taurus. Love for Taurus, they're feeling grounded and stable. If they're currently with someone, they're probably happy and content. If they're not with anyone, areas of their life that have been stuck or stagnant should now start to move forward, possibly with Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. They got water here, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. They will walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve them, and their life will move forward, but it's slow and steady wins the race. Beershot, general. Negativity is moving into the past. Maybe thinking about starting a side business, side project, side hustle, part-time job, whatever it is, and maybe something that could bring in extra money between now and the end of the year. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Life changes for you for the better quickly when you listen to your intuition. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and happiness comes in around social activity between now and the end of the year. You'll have choices and options. Pretty good. Stacy for the full moon this week. The hard work you put into work, school, or business may come back and pay off. You may be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Maybe planning travel, and you may have some money coming in. You could have finances improving around this. And you know what? For a lot of people, because it's going to be in Taurus, and Taurus is going to be good for the material world. Magician's heart, love. Leave people, places, and things in the past, and life could move forward with successfully. You may have long-term commitment around your next relationship, but if you feel like you're stuck, stagnant, or been disappointed by something, cutting it away and moving past it is suggested, and you may have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Sharon, I feel guilty because sometimes people go through things. He was buying whiskey at the grocery store, so he was still drinking. Oh, I think I'm missing part of that. Hold on. A guy sat down and broke the gin water bottle, and it splashed all over me. I got up and got off the bus, and then later he tried to cut in front of me at the store. I let him have it. Is he okay? Oh, you kind of like cursed him off? He's okay. He's okay. Yeah. Yeah. I feel guilty because sometimes people go through things, buying whiskey at the grocery store, so he was still drinking. Yeah. Well, there's a lesson in that for everybody, right? Like sometimes we need to be compassionate for other people because we don't know what they're going through. And then there's also people need to be more careful. Like you have to take responsibility for yourself. Like this is that guy. Like he has a problem. He's got to make a decision to get help because with addiction, it's either you're either going to beat it or you're going to die from it. So he has a personal responsibility too. And like I always say, the answer is not he's a low life drunk. There's something else going on there that's making him a drunk, So there's a lot of lessons to be learned. I had a yoga teacher who she used to always say, before you react, just take 10 seconds. Just take 10 seconds before you react. And she said herself that when she was younger, she was more like the fly off the handle kind of person. And as she got older, she started to take a step back and see things a little bit differently. I don't think that don't beat yourself up over it, okay? Because what's done is done. But, these situations happen, and it's because we're all, like, nobody's got a perfect life. We're all dealing with what we're dealing with. If everything was perfect, he wouldn't be drinking and you wouldn't have gotten upset. You would have been like, oh, it's no big deal because there's so much wonderful going on in your life that what's the difference if you got a little gin on your pants? But it's like we're all going through it. Like we all have something, and makes it very easy to like lose patience with shit because you've got so much else that you're dealing with. Stacy for tomorrow. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. Life comes into balance. You got the world at your feet. Listen to your intuition, and happiness could come in around work, school, or business, changing for the better quickly. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on, and the solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the day. Lockstar, will I get approved for the Cal HFA or SDHC loan? Okay, let's see. You may get approved for the Cal HFA one. That one comes up a little stronger, but you should get approved for something. who we haven't answered for yet. Aisha, is Chris done with me? No, he still shows up around. Communication comes in. Life moves forward. Slow and steady wins the race. Nelia, general for November. You've got a wish comes true. Money comes in. Finances improve. Listen to your intuition. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan can make you feel relieved. Amy, for the next 48 hours for Sunny. This person's got negativity moving into the past. They're making decisions that push life forward. May hear from somebody they're hoping to hear from or get good news that they've been waiting on. Take time for rest. They're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with Sagittarius or a Libra. Lady Sunshine, general for the rest of the year. General for the rest of the year. You have a new journey that begins. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And choices and options around social activity. Maybe spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and your perseverance pays off. May reconnect with an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while. Something may happen that makes you happy with the sun between now and the end of the year, and it may be around social activities. Essence, love for November. Love for November. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, and love could be coming in November. Possibly a passionate relationship with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Life moves forward. Listen to your intuition. Explore your options. Leads you to success in November. Not bad. Butterfly, love. Butterfly, love. Okay, when it comes to love, you've got success coming in around life moving forward. If you're not with anyone right now, it's probably new energy coming in. If you are with someone right now, you've got, like it should be functioning well. Romance heating up, life moves forward. Not with anyone, you could have water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and it may be new energy before the end of this year. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Oh my God, Cyrus, you look so comfortable. You comfortable? Don't get up. Don't get up. Lay back. That's a good boy. Oh, you look so cute, Sunshine. You're a good boy. New love. How will the meeting with Sarah go tomorrow when I meet her alone? It should go. It should go well. Perseverance pays off. Expressing your wants and needs brings in stability. Listen to your intuition. There's mutual respect. Don't be afraid to set boundaries. It should go well. Stephania, general for November. General for November. You may have choices and options that come in around social activity. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition. Maybe spending time with the Gemini. New beginnings around the horizon. A new journey may begin around work, school, or business. If you've recently had an argument with somebody, or if you do have an argument with somebody, it'll resolve itself and move into the past. Don't make a big deal about it. You could be planning travel. Is there anyone I haven't answered for yet? Comment, do you see the apartment? Do you see the E apartment being a fitting place for me? Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. It's got potential. Got potential there. RK, Tarot advice for November. Tarot advice for November. You could be spending time with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, although Leo comes up the strongest. You're not looking back on the past. You may have choices and options around social activity. An old wound heals and moves into the past. Listen to your intuition. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and a disappointment heals and moves into the past. Not bad. Stephanie, I live for the short videos, the highlights. Sometimes they're funny, right? The one about my friend that steals. She doesn't anymore. And then the other one where we were cheating. I'll release them. Yeah, as I get them, I'll release them. Thank you. Thank you. Irene, stop speaking to my little brother T. See, have any regrets for what and how he portrayed me, and being so mean to my son for the comment that he made towards him? I don't see regrets as of right now, but in time he will. It's slow to transpire, but there will be regret in the future. Butterfly, I need to know what the situation is. Michelle, general. Life comes into balance and life moves forward towards greener pastures. You may have good news that comes in around work, school, or business. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you'll have choices and options around social activity this month. Shrushti, what's coming towards me? Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you may feel relief around career, work, school, business moving forward. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and something this month should make you happy with the sun. Not bad. Comment, has L completely moved on from J? I'm not convinced. No, I don't think so. Butterfly A, financial situation. Oh, the financial situation. When will I be out of that? Okay, let's see. Okay, it depends exactly what it is that's going on. I get between 3 and 10. Between 3 and 10 weeks, between 3 and 10 months. If this is something that you feel is going to take a long time to pay off, it may be within the year, 10 months. If this is something that is like a little slow and steady wins the race, but you're making headway, it may be within the next 10 weeks or before the end of this year. You had to block him. Yeah, sometimes you got to do that. I recently had to block somebody too for my own. He's fucking relentless. Like, relentless. I can't. Anyhow. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for? Mihak, General. Listen to your intuition, and if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Disappointments heal and move into the past. If you've recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should resolve itself and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Comment, what do you see happening if we let Elle come back into Jay's life? She seemed very chaotic. She seems to live a very chaotic life back then. Okay, let's see. Well, nothing has changed. So I don't know how long ago this was, but it looks like it would be the same chaos. Like the same chaos would ensue. Not much has changed. This person may be one of those people that thrives a little bit on drama. And until they work on that aspect of their life, they're going to keep creating drama. My suggestion would be that for the other person to like move past it for right now or explore other options. Leave that in the past so they don't wind up reliving the same nonsense. Sag Girl, is Jay going to message me? I don't see communication coming in on the horizon. If you want to speak to this person, I would suggest you reach out to them. Hi, Rita. What does Tarot want me to know? You could be planning travel, possibly a road trip, maybe spending time with a Cancer or a Sagittarius. You have money coming in, feeling ambitious. You should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Maybe spending time with Air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Finances are improving, and you may feel like you could breathe a sigh of relief around finances between now and the end of this year. Pretty good. Mel, General. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and life is coming into balance. Listen to your intuition. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Lay down the law, set boundaries. It could change life for you for the better quickly. Pretty good. Comment. Okay, and final question. M realized that he was deceived by his mother regarding me, or is he still swimming in his mother's ocean of manipulation? I think he's realized it. Yeah, I think he's starting to see what his mother is. It's starting to come out. Even if he's not ready to admit it just yet, I think it's starting to come out. Like, these manipulative people really need to back up a little bit. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of it. Anyway. Isabella, finances. Finances are a little slow, but you should see an improvement between now and the end of the winter. At some point this winter, things could change for you for the better quickly, but that may be like after the new year. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan could be bringing in cause for celebration, but you got money coming in, money going out, things are flowing and functioning. You may feel like you're stretched a little too thin between now and the end of the year, but after the new year, you should see an improvement. Yeah, I know I can't either comment. It's enough. It's enough. Driving me nuts. Is there anyone else here I haven't answered for? Otherwise, I will wrap it up. I'll see whoever is available at 2 o'clock on TikTok. Otherwise, I'll be back on YouTube tonight, probably around 9:30, something like that. Thank you all very much for being here. Adonis wasn't here, right? I didn't skip. Yeah, might have school. All right, I will see you guys tomorrow, tonight, or at 2 on TikTok. 2 o'clock on TikTok. Oh, let me answer for Laverne first. Hi, Laverne. How are you? How's it going? No, Adonis. Okay. So let me just do Laverne, and then I'll wrap it up. Why is Jay Shayla calling so much? Feeling bad about something. There's a little bit of remorse or regret around this situation. Hermit in reverse. She may be somebody who knows that she's done something wrong. She may not be willing to accept it, but it could be weighing on her with that card. Maybe feeling bad about something that happened between the two of you. There's a little bit of remorse here. Yeah, let's see what happens with this. There's a little regret around the situation. She may feel bad about the way she treated you in some respect. She's looking to ease her guilt or see where you're at. Yeah, I'm okay. You know, hanging in there. Thank you all very much for being here. I will see you guys 2 o'clock on TikTok or tonight around 9:30 on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.